Okay, again today we'll see the same continuous beam analysis, but method is moment distribution method. Okay, in that moment distribution method, how we can solve? We know that at this joint, okay, at the B we have moment at B, that is MBC and MBA. MBA and MBC will be equal to 0. So moment, final moment will be equal to 0, but fixed end moment, that is MF BC plus MF BA is not equal to 0. Okay, so fixed end moment will not be equal to 0, but final moment will be summation of final moment will be equal to 0. So hence this fixed end moment, we have to, at this point we have to find out the fixed end moment, and we have to summation it or add or subtract it. Algebraic sum of that fixed end moment, we will get some unbalanced moment. Okay, some unbalanced value will get. For that value you have to redistribute the value and based on the stiffness factor. Okay, based on that you have to find out the unbalanced moment, you have to find out the balanced moment, and that from that balanced moment, if you divide it by 2, that point or carryover, that will have to consider for the far end moment. Suppose this is a joint and this is two are the far end joints. For that you have to distribute or consider the carryover. So this iteration till we get this moment or at this final moment is equal to 0, up to that you have to continue this procedure, this iteration you have to continue. So that point or redistributing or unbalancing the moment and redistributing it, that method is nothing but your moment distribution method. Okay, how to solve? While solving the problem you will be more clear. So first you have to know the stiffness factor and distribution factor for the problems. Okay, how to find out the stiffness factor and distribution factor? So for that, stiffness factor, so you have two conditions in stiffness factor, that is, one, suppose your far end, that is, suppose if you are considering this joint and this is your far end, so far end is fixed or continuous. If it is fixed or continuous, then you have to consider stiffness factor as 4 EI by L. Okay, stiffness factor will be 4 EI by L. Suppose if it is simply supported, it will be, or discontinuous, it will be 3 EI by L. Okay, suppose it is simply supported or discontinuous, it will be 3 EI by L. This is your stiffness factor, or how you have to consider. Suppose your far end is fixed or continuous, you have to consider 4 EI by L, and if it is simply supported, 3 EI by L. Okay. Similarly, the distribution factor, here if it is this is nothing but your K, and K of that point, K at that point divided by, you have summation of K. This is your distribution factor. So K at that point divided by summation of K is nothing but your distribution factor. That while solving I will show with the example. Okay. So now we will come to the problem. First step, finding the fixed end moments, that we have told how to find out in the previous class itself. So here it is again UDL minus WL square by 12. So minus 22.35, 3 square by 12, you will have 16.76, and BA plus WL square by 12, you have plus 16.76. Similarly, a span L is 2 meters, so for that you will have minus 7.45 and plus 7.45. Once you are done with this step, fixed end moments, then you have to find out the distribution factor. Here intermediate support is, we have just one point B. Okay, so stiffness factor we will find out only for the joint B. Joint B. Okay, so here how to find out the stiffness factor? We have this condition. If it is the far end is fixed or continuous, you will have 4 EI by L. Suppose if it is simply supported, you will have 3 EI by L. So here you see joint B. So KBA at this joint KBA. Here it is fixed support. So it is nothing but 4 EI by L. So 4 EI by L is how much? 3 meter. Find out. 4 by 3 it is nothing but 1.33 EI. Suppose if it is now KBC, this joint, that is nothing but, see here again it is fixed, so it will be again 4 EI by L, that is 4 EI by 2, span is 2 meter, which is nothing but 2 EI. Okay, this is a stiffness factor. Suppose if there is any simply supported or if it is hinge over here, then it will be BC will be 3 EI by L. Okay, now it is just fixed end, so you will have both 4 EI by L and 4 EI by L. Substitute the value of L and get the stiffness factor. Once you get the stiffness factor, find out the distribution factor at joint B. Okay, for joint B, distribution factor, that is DF at joint BC is nothing but, you have to consider stiffness factor of which joint you have to, which span you are going to consider, that is BA first one. So you will consider KBA divided by summation of K, summation of KB, okay, at joint B. So that is nothing but KBA is how much? You have 1.33 EI divided by summation of KB is joint B and BC, okay, summation of that is 1.33 EI plus 2 EI. Okay, this is the distribution factor, and simplify 0.4. Similarly, find out distribution factor for BC. So BC is stiffness factor of BC divided by summation of stiffness factor of B. Okay, so that is 2 EI divided by 1.33 EI plus 2 EI. You will have 0.6. So therefore, the summation or total of this should be equal to 1. Okay, when you add it, you should get equal, that is 1. Okay, this distribution factor. Once you find out this stiffness factor and distribution factor, then next step is to do the MD table. From that MD table, just you have to iteration process you have to complete, and finally you have to get the final moment. Okay, this is your MD table. First write the joints, what and all you have to consider. Then write distribution factor, wherever the distribution factor is found, that is only for the intermediate support. So intermediate support, you have distribution factor, BA is 0.4, BC is 0.6. Okay, next write all the fixed end moments. At AB you have minus 16.76, BA you have plus 16.76, BC you have minus 7.45, and CB you have plus 7.45. Okay, this is a fixed end moment. Now this unbalanced moment is nothing but summation of this. Okay, summation of fixed end moment, that is nothing but, I'll just write here, unbalanced moment is MBA, MFBA plus MFBC. Okay, summation it. So 16.76 minus 7.45, you will have 0.45, you have 9.31. For balancing, you have to consider the opposite sign of this, opposite of this value. Okay, opposite of this value. Suppose if you get positive over here, you have to consider negative, or negative multiply into distributed factor. Otherwise, you have to consider plus of that value. Okay, see, we got here unbalanced moment as 9.31. So distribution factor is 0.4. At this joint BA you have balance, that is minus 9.31 into 0.4, which is equal to, you will have minus 3.72. Minus 3.72, this is your value, and here minus 9.31 into distribution factor is 0.6, you will have minus 5.58. Minus 5.59. Okay, so this is your balanced value, balanced moment. Once you get this balanced moment, next step you have to find out carryover. Carryover is nothing but half of this, and it is distributed to the far end. So your far end is, for joint B far end is A and C. So for this far end you have to distribute the, or find out the half of the balance, that is 3.7. This is nothing but 3.72 minus divided by 2, which is equal to 1.86 minus 1.86, and again here you will have minus 5.59 divided by 2, so it will be minus 2.8. Okay, once this is done, there is no any other balance or friction moment left here, so you can stop the step over here. Direct you can write final moment. Suppose if there is any moment or this carryover is found in this part, then you have to repeat the step. Okay, otherwise you can stop over here. So final moment is, just consider add up or summation of the joint moments. So here you have fixed end moment and here you have carryover. Add this, you will have minus 16.76 minus 1.86, you will have minus 18.62. Okay, then add this fixed end moment over here and this balance value, you will have 13.04. Again here this value and this value, you will have minus 13.04, then this value and minus 2.8, you will have plus 4.65. Okay, this is your final moment, what you have to get it. This is nothing but MAB, and this is MBA, and this is MBC, and this is MCB. This is your final moment. Okay, so once again I will explain. First write the distribution factor, write the fixed end moment, and at the intermediate support you have to find out the unbalanced moment, that is you have to algebraic sum of this fixed end moment. Add up this fixed end moment, you will get 9.31, and while balancing you have to consider the opposite of the unbalanced moment. Suppose if it is plus 9.31, you have to consider minus 9.31. So minus 9.31 into distribution factor, that is 0.4, and here minus 9.31 into 0.6. Next you have to get the carryover. Carryover is nothing but half of this balance. So minus 3.72 divided by 2, that is nothing but minus 1.86. Here minus 5.59 divided by 2, that is nothing but minus 2.8. That carryover is carried to the far end moment of the joint. Okay, suppose B is a joint, you have to consider for A and C. Once that is done, do the summation, you will get the final moment. Okay, suppose if there is again any other left carryover in the joint B, again you have to continue the iteration, otherwise stop it and just find out the final moment. Once you get this final moment, next you draw the BMD and SFD of this for this problem. Okay, first here it is BA, BB and BC. So consider first the span AB, you have BA and have consider it as BB1, and the load is 22.35, span is 3 meter, and you have moment, that is MAB is minus, so it is anti-clockwise, minus 18.62 meter. Here you have clockwise, that is BA, that is 13.04 meter. I'll just show here. This is anti-clockwise, so 18.62. Here it is clockwise and anti-clockwise, so it is nothing but 13.04. Here it is clockwise, that is 4.65. Okay. Net moment at B equal to 0, consider clockwise as positive. Okay. So net moment at B is equal to 0. At this point moment is 0. So reaction, that is VA, it is clockwise, so positive. VA into distance, that is 3. And this is anti-clockwise, minus 22.35 into 3 into 3 by 2. Okay, moment. Force into distance. Then this is anti-clockwise, so minus 18.62, and this is clockwise plus 13.04, which is equal to 0. Calculate, get the value of VA. VA is nothing but 35.39, 9 kilonewton. Next, consider span BC. You can find out here BB1. BB1 is nothing but 22.35 into 3 minus 35.39. You will have 31.66. Okay. Now consider span BC. This is BB1 and this is BC. B and C. 22.35. Here it is 2 meter, and the moment you will have here anti-clockwise, and this is clockwise, 4.65. Okay. Same way, net moment at MB, that is equal to 0, clockwise positive. Okay. So here VC, that is anti-clockwise, so minus VC into 2, and this is clockwise, plus 22.35 into 2 into 2 by 2, and this is anti-clockwise, minus 13.04, clockwise 4.65, which is equal to 0. Find out VB, VC, that is VC is equal to 18.16 kilonewton, and VB2 is nothing but, again same, 22.35 into 2 minus 18.16. You have 26.54 kilonewton. Now VB is, you have summation y equal to 0, upward as positive, so you have VA plus VB plus VC minus 22.35 into total span you can consider, so it is same, so into 5 equal to 0. Therefore you know VA and VC, you can find out VB. So VB is nothing but into 5 minus, what is VA? VA is 35.39 minus VC is 18.16. You will get much 58.2 kilonewton, or VB1 plus VB2 also you will get 58.2 kilonewton. You can do this or this. You know the reaction now. VA is how much? 35.39 kilonewton. VB is 58.2. VC is 18.16 kilonewton. Consider left to right, upward as positive, downward as negative. Left to right is nothing but this, left to right. Okay, so from that, shear force at left of A, here left of A is nothing but no load, so 0. Shear force at right of A, here suppose section is here, you have what is VA, that is upward as positive, so plus 35.39 kilonewton. Next, shear force at point B, that is left of B, you have plus 35.39, and consider this UDL, that is minus 22.35 into distance is 3. Calculate, you will have (31.66) minus 31.66. Again, shear force at right of B, that is when section is here, you have minus 31.66. Then this plus 58.2, the value is 26.54 kilonewton. Next, shear force at left of C here, so previous value is 26.54. Then consider that UDL, that is minus 22.35 into 2, you will have 18.16 minus 18.16. Therefore, shear force at right of C, so minus 18.16 plus 18.16, which is equal to 0. So this is your shear force calculation. Now draw SFD. This is a reference line. Point A, B and C. At A, left of A it is 0. Then it is plus 35.39. Then you have minus at B, that is 31.66. Again you have at B plus 26.54. Next you have minus 18.160. Just draw. It is UDL, so it will be a slanting variation for shear force like this. Draw into this. So you have your plus, minus, okay. This is your SFD. Maximum SFD is 35.39. Okay, max at the support. Next we will see to draw the BMD. So the simpler way to draw is, suppose this is A, B and C. First draw the span moment. Suppose if it is simply supported, you have UDL here, so maximum will be at the center. So this is your variation for simply supported beam, and UDL. Again here you will have this, and this moment is how much? WL square by 8. Just calculate it. WL square by 8. You will have 25.14 maximum bending moment. Okay, 14 kilonewton meter. Similarly calculate here WL square by 8 maximum bending moment. You will have 11.18 kilonewton meter. Okay, now you have this net moment negative, that is from the fixed end you have. So there you have minus 18.64. Just mark it as minus how much? 18.62. And here you have 13.04. Then here you have 4.65. Okay. solve. Here minus, this is plus, minus, plus, minus. Okay, this is your bending moment region. Okay, that is nothing but, I'll show here. Here it is negative and here you have positive. Again it comes here negative. Again here positive and here negative. Okay. This is your bending moment diagram. So this is 18.62, this is 13.04 and this is 4.65. Okay, and this value is, just find out here. So maximum bending moment, how much you have? 25.14, and just draw the straight line. This is 13.04. Okay, so here it will be at the center. So center it is just 13.04. Just find out this value. Total is 16.82 minus 18.62 minus 13.04, which is nothing but 5.6. So 5.6 by 2. 5.6. So here at this moment, the moment will be, this is nothing but 5.6 by 2. Okay, it is 2.8. Or using the similar triangle, this is your similar triangle, bigger one and smaller one, you can find out directly, or just you can take half of it. So it will be 2.8 kilonewton meter. Now this is 2.8 and this total, just minus it. So total is 25.14 minus 2.8 minus 13.04. You will have final this moment, that is this moment is nothing but 25.14 minus 2.8 minus 13.04. You will have how much? 9.3. 9.3 kilonewton meter. So positive value, maximum value what you will have. Similarly, you can find out here, they will get same way. You will have value 2.34. 2.34 kilonewton meter. So at this point it is 9.3. At this point 2.34. Okay, this is a bending moment diagram. Okay, see here now based on this elastic curve. So up to here you have negative. So up to that it is negative hogging. Then you have positive. Here it will positive. And again this point will be negative. And again positive and negative. This is your elastic curve. Okay. That's all. We'll see next the same problem how to solve based on Carney's rotation method. Okay. Thank you.